Morning and welcome to another episode of Tips and Ideas with Ed Wallace of Midwest Landscaping. We're here at World Headquarters of Valvet Systems with Ted. He's going to tell us some different tips concerning the little valve stems, replacement stems, and also the use of filtering screens in these replacement stems. What you got, Ted?
Okay, what we got here is we've got these screens called LVA screens, low volume application. And they have this little tab, these two little tabs right there. That's what keeps the screen from falling out. Here's a Rainbird, here's a Toro 4-inch, here's a Rainbird 6-inch or 4-inch. And to put these screens in, you just, and why you need these, first up, why you need these screens is when you're watering at a stream or a spray 6 or 7 feet or lower. You have now reached the point where you have screwed the little valve up against the interior water passageway wall. And you now get to the point where you have to protect the little valve from dirt and debris. And again, if you're over 6 or 7 feet, don't bother with these LVA screens. But under 6 or 7 feet, you got to have them. The two little tabs allow you to just shove that thing in here with your thumb. End of story. It's not going to fall out. Okay. A normal filter screen will fall out. Here's a Rainbird one. Same thing. Just put it in there. It won't fall out. So it works for just about every sprinkler, any stem that we make. Okay, however, if you have a job with shrub adapters, don't spend 25 cents on our LVA screens because you don't need them. All you'll need is you can get these screens from Toro, and the reason we recommend screens from Toro is they won't fall into the Schedule 80 riser, okay? And doesn't matter, they're going to stay. I happen to select Toro screens for this over Rainbird and Hunter screens because these guys, frankly, are bigger and fatter. You'll get a better filtration if you can get a hold of red filter screens from Toro because they are finer mesh than these guys here. Just put this on here like this, screw your little valve right over it, your little valve part over it. This is for stationary shrub adapting type of sprinklers, by the way. Screw it over, boom, you now got that double protection. And by the way, notice on this and the shrub adapter, you can't use a filter screen anyway. They will not fit. The ones that come with the nozzles.
Right.
However, if you're doing our deal with if you're doing the thing with, while I'm at it, we're going to include on this video how you handle a PRN or an MP rotator or a Rainbird rotating nozzle when you want to use shrub adapters. You'll always have your riser coming up in here. You put our little valve coupling on here. And this is why our couplings are our number one selling product. You then put another riser, another Schedule 80, usually a 2-inch nipple. You can't go to a close. You have to have a 2-inch for PRNs. And then you put on your ordinary shrub adapter and you drop in your rotating nozzle.
Okay.
And you have all the control from here. So this would be the same thing if you're spraying under 6 or 7 feet.
But that's including that screen. So you put that screen in there.
If you're under 6 or 7 feet.
Okay.
If you're under 6 or 7 feet, make sure you drop that in before you put the coupling on there.
Okay.
And you are now put on your ordinary shrub adapter, put on your PRN, you're good to go, or your MP, or whatever you want.
Now, tell me again about this small screen, because I had questions about this small screen.
You mean
so you said between
screen?
between a certain distance.
No, this is all of them. You don't need this screen either if you're spraying 8 or 9 or 10 or 15 feet or more. You don't need it.
Okay.
Okay. But if you're spraying under 6 or 7 feet and it's a shrub adapter, permanently above grade shrub adapter, you need that screen under your little valve part.
Okay.
If it's a pop-up, you need our LVA screen under your little valve part. I mean, in your little valve part, in your stem.
Okay. And that's to prevent any kind of clogging or anything with the actual little valve.
That eliminates most of the clogging that will pass through the little valve into your sprinkler. And with your rotating nozzles, they are more sensitive than spray nozzles. And even with spray nozzles, we tell you, even if you're using the 15-foot spray nozzle, if you're going under 6 or 7 feet and you're bringing it down to a microspray status, for example, like with Rainbird's 8-foot flat or Toro's black flat, and you're spraying under 6 or 7 feet, put that screen either in your pop-up, the RLVA screen, that'll cost you 2 bits, or for shrub adapters, get the Toro screens.
All right, and one last thing. To prevent the water, what you call it, the backflow preventer plug, do you have any of those? You can show me how that goes in? Yeah. I know we're talking screens, but since we had the plugs.
Yeah, let's cover
that backflow plug.
Rainbirds, when you buy Rainbirds with backflow, you have to buy the stem with the backflow prevention device already in it. I'm sorry, not backflow prevention. I'm sorry, the check valve in it.
Okay.
These are called check valves. Toro, you can buy their check valves separately. Hunters, you can buy their check valves separately also. Same with your Toro, you can buy them separately. But with Rainbird, you have to buy the stem. Rainbird does not sell their check valves separately, and they are the only company that glues their check valves into the bottom of the stems.
Okay. I'm not showing your face because you told me you didn't shave this morning. So I'm not showing your face there. All the audience out there. That's the reason why I said, why don't you show the guy's face? Because he asked me not to. He hasn't shaved up, and it was just kind of like
three days
off the cuff video here. So bear with us. We're not a high production company here from the standpoint of this particular video. But on his website, which is that website again for Valvet Systems?
It's littlevalve.com, valvetsystems.com, and my favorite name of all, watersavingssprinklers.com.
If you go there, he'll be nice and shaved up, and you can get some more information on this different stuff. But tell us about these check valves and these plug
check valves you always use for low head drainage. That's the only reason check valves exist. One of the biggest mistakes I've seen out in the field is where you have a whole rows of sprinklers on slopes, and on the top row they put check valves. It's absolutely insane to spend the extra money. And by the way, I know when you buy a Rainbird, excuse me, a Rainbird sprinkler with a check valve, it costs you almost $1 extra. And even the check valves, when you get them from Hunter or for Toro, they're also like $1 extra or whatever the price is.
Show us how to put this in right quick because we run out of video time.
Okay.
So just show us what the deal is. You explain to us what they are. So just point out how.
Well, a check valve is again for low head drainage.
Okay.
Every manufacturer will tell you how much elevation you can have when using the check valve. These are Toros. They only fit in Toros.
Okay.
And they simply fit. You just push them in like that. Boom. Make sure it's level, and you're in good shape. You're good to go.
All right.
And then it goes boom, boom.
You see that?
Yeah.
All right. So there you go.
Yeah. Remember, Rainbirds are glued in, but this is similar. Hunters looks different than this, but they also can be manually inserted and removed.
Perfect. All right. Well, that's your morning tip for today. This is Monday morning here at World Headquarters of Valvet Systems. It's Ed Wallace of Midwest Landscaping.
June 6th.
June 6th. All right. 2016. And what's the website again, the Valvet Systems?
Watersavingssprinklers.com.
I'm going to show your face anyway. This is Ed Wallace of Midwest Landscaping. Tips and ideas. www.uniqueenvironments.com.